What's up, guys? At the time of recording this, it is currently 12:20 a.m. for me. It's not the latest or the earliest or anything, but the important thing is, as of recording this, we have officially hit 1,000 subscribers, and holy shit, it just blows my mind. Like, I was in my last video at the beginning, I was talking about how I hit 200 in like a week, and now we're at 1,000. Ever since I've uploaded or started editing or recording that video, we have had over 800 of you say that you like me enough to hit a red button, and I really do appreciate that so much from the bottom of my heart. I could not explain to you the amount of just emotions that you guys give me that make me so happy. All of you, every single one of you who hit a button to comment, to subscribe, to like a video, to even watch the video at all. Even if you click on it and say, this shit is stupid after 30 seconds, I appreciate you for giving it a chance. And for hitting 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a special stream. But I actually wanted to ask your guys' opinion first. I have a Twitch and as you know, I have YouTube. I'm going to leave below a comment of one that says Twitch and one that says YouTube. Whichever one you'd like to see me stream on more, click the thumbs up button and do that. I just will play games and chill on there, and that way I can talk with you guys, live about TV shows and other characters and all that stuff. And I'm also going to be deciding whether I would like to start, I think, the Batman Arkham Knight series. I've never played through that fully. Or the new Spider-Man game that came out on PC. It's old for PS4, but it's new for PC currently. I thought those would be two great games since y'all love superheroes to play for celebrate 1,000 subscribers. Also, follow me on Twitter. I'll leave that linked below as well. I'll leave my Twitch below as well. I'll stream wherever you guys would like me to. But again, just thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. Please enjoy the video. This was recorded way before the 1,000 subs thing. So just thank you so much. It means the world to me. I'm done rambling now. I think it's no secret on this channel that I love not only The Boys, but Star Wars. But what I love about The Boys is honestly how similar it is compared to Star Wars. They both have likable and rootable heroes. They have an iconic villain who is actually just a tragic character who is being used by the actual villain to have absolute power. Wait, that doesn't work though, because while Darth Vader is the villain being used by Palpatine, that's clear cut, Homelander's just the villain. He's the one killing people. Well, that's not entirely true. Yeah, he's killing people, but what if he's not the villain of the show? There's someone bigger than Homelander. It's not Stan Edgar. Not entirely, though. It's someone bigger, or rather, something bigger. Vought. Vought is also a person, as we know of. Frederick Vought, as we learned, worked for the Germans in World War II when he created the first batch of Compound V. After he had tested the serum and had it working, he created the world's first superhero and his wife at the time, Stormfront. Also, from here on out, I'm going to refer to Frederick Vought as just Frederick. So when I eventually talk about the company, I can just say Vought. Anyway, with that being said, when Frederick realizes that the Germans were going to lose the war, he immediately defected from the Nazi Party. The Allied forces would then go and sneak Frederick and his wife into the US and give him not only his own private lab to continue his work on the compound, but they would end up giving him his own company. All just so the US soldiers could use this Compound V to defeat the Germans, and thus Vought Industries was born. We learn that Compound V is kept out of the public eye, and they tell the public that the people with these powers are selected by God. It's distributed throughout hospitals and around the countries by Samaritan's Embrace. Throughout this series, we learn of many horrible deeds that Vought has done. They lie to the public, they cover up murders, and they take money from city and state officials for protection, as we see in the first episode. Not only do they treat the public poorly, but their own employees have become such fodder for them that they actually endanger the public. Why would a company do those things though? It makes no sense. Well, for Vought, power. The show has a very big theme of power versus the people. The boys are fighting the power constantly. Their goal, besides Butcher, really is to take down Vought for the first 2 seasons. The idea that no one should not only have that power, but should be able to choose who gets it, is what people like Mother's Milk, Frenchie, and Huey fight for. Butcher just hates Homelander, and I don't blame him. Now, how exactly is Vought more of a villain than Homelander, though? Well, Homelander was created by Vogelbaum and the scientist at Vought. They created the man who would go on to kill many, many people. They not only created him, but did so they could replace their other product in Soldier Boy. There's no such thing as people to Vought. There's only product. There's only numbers, cash flow, and power. Now, with creating Homelander, they obviously can only control him so much from doing heinous things. But let me ask you, the viewer, a question. Who is more evil, the monster or its creator that continues to cover up his atrocities purely not for anything more than his personal gain and power? To help explain the situation from another story, a very famous one, Frankenstein, I found this passage on an essay. Quote, "Throughout the novel Frankenstein, written by Mary Shelley, the creature is subjected to countless acts of violence and rejection. For a monster to develop, one must have been formerly exploited by either an individual or their society. The creature is not only a physical product of science, but his atrocious behavior is also an explicit result of Victor's actions toward him. The creature was not born a monster, but slowly morphed into one as he experiences violence and rejection from his society. Monsters are not born, but created. In order to become a monster, one must have been previously victimized or have predisposition to violence. The monster is created because he is exposed to violence and rejection. He then breaks down and becomes malicious. In the lines, 'Why did you form a monster so hideous that even you turned from me in disgust?' Shelley is showing us this by turning against the creature. Victor is deserting him in a strange and uncomfortable world. The creature is miserable and all alone. In corollary, the creature hurts others because he has been neglected, and in turn a monster is created. The creature states, 'I will revenge my injuries. If I cannot inspire love, I will cause fear, and chiefly towards you, my arch enemy, because my creator do I swear inextinguishable hatred.'" End quote. Homelander is purely what Vought saw him as, product. Stan Edgar says it best himself.
That we are a superhero company. We are not. What we are, really, is a pharmaceutical company. And you are not our most valuable asset. That would be our confidential formula for compound V, which you, man-child that you are, released into the wild.
With that, Homelander is purely what Vought saw him as, product. Homelander and Frankenstein are one and the same. They were both brought into this world by people who had no idea how to harness the power and harness and treat them as they should have been treated, therefore creating the monsters that they are. The hateful, horrible things that they would do are purely products of what they were. Only a villain could look at a man who is as broken as Soldier Boy, look at the lives they've spared being horrible people from the Nazi party, look the other way and bury the horrible evidence of their many superheroes in their company committing murders without them serving time for their crime, and look in the eyes of a child that you yourself created and not feel anything different than looking into a vial of blue liquid. Vought is purely power driven. The world will see no grace or peace until the villainy that is Vought cease to exist.
Eventually, probably soon, the world will recognize you for the pitiful disappointment you are. You are not worthy of my respect. You are not a god. You are simply bad product.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it this far, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like and sub. The support you guys have been showing is nothing but amazing, and it's just truly unbelievable what you guys are doing. If you have any suggestions, please leave a comment down below. I try to read every single one of them and reply to every single one of them. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a great day.